Hello, my name is Ilona, and in this video I want to take a look at the energy of the Netherlands, Belgium and Germany. So first of all, I looked at the Netherlands. I of course already did a video about the voting that's going on in the Netherlands this Wednesday, so that could be interesting for our new government, and we'll have to wait and see. I already taken a look at the energy, and now I just want to take a look at the energy generally from the Netherlands. What's going to be? We have the High Priest. Interesting. We've got the Three of Cups, so there is some kind of celebration going on. We have the Three of Swords in the past, and we have the Tower card underneath the Three of Cups. And then for the future we have the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So this is very interesting to look at. So something's happening, something dramatic is also falling apart. There is something to celebrate. Doesn't mean that, like I've mentioned in my video about the voting, I do believe there's going to be the similar status quo. Maybe some puppets have changed, but ultimately they're still the puppets. But other things could happen and something could come out of it. So things are falling apart for the dark energies. They're trying to hold on, but especially with the Tower, things are falling apart in the Netherlands. I shouldn't forget that at the back of the deck saw the Knight of Wands, and just my eye fell on it. So then I usually take it along with me. So white hat influences are going to show up more and more in the Netherlands. Very interesting. Something radical is going to happen in the future in the Netherlands. I think that, especially with everything falling apart, it could be connected to the voting, it could be something else, but something's going to be given to the people of the Netherlands, and it will be accepted and taken in, and something radical will happen. The Ten of Swords is a radical change. You can see the 10 swords all in the back of someone laying down there. Change, new dawn is, the new dawn is we're heading to a new day and things need to change. So I do believe in the Netherlands we can, in the future of the Netherlands, see something radical happening. But at the moment, this is going to fall apart. Like I mentioned, it wouldn't surprise me if in the voting that's going to happen Wednesday, it will seem like everything is same old. But there might be something to celebrate about. But ultimately, things that will come out of that and happening in the Netherlands, more things will be happening, more things will be coming out. And there will be, especially for the people, I think, in the independent world, something to celebrate. We are heading towards a new direction, a new dawn. It may not seem that way at that moment in time, or we're not going to see that immediately. It will be in the future, but really it is falling apart. Especially with the Knight of Wands influences, I do believe that the white hats are, picking up steam more and more. We're going to see more and more about that. Of course, depending on your perspective, this is my perspective. And of course, always see what resonates with you. I also looked at Belgium, and that was interesting as well. I got this card as well in the Belgium card reading. First of all, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Then we have the Four of Swords. That's the central card for Belgium. In the past, we have the Tower. So there things have kind of already started to fall apart in the past. We have the Seven of Wands underneath the central card, the Four of Swords. And for the future, we have the Nine of Wands and we have the Seven of Swords. Also interesting that again at the back of the deck for Belgium, there was the Knight of Wands. So things are happening in the Netherlands and in Belgium with the white hats. But right now, in Belgium, it's kind of standing still. And the status quo is still there. So it will seem like not much is happening. Like it's the same old. It's kind of just going along, same routine, same people in charge. So it will seem everything is standing still, but there is something brewing. And I think it's very important for the people in Belgium to understand that they are way more powerful than they think, because this is really the Seven of Wands. Someone standing in a better position. So it's interesting to see what's going on there, but they are in a way better position. So they should be how to say this, standing up more. But right now it will seem like not much is happening. There's a lot of old pain. This is for the future of Belgium. And the Seven of Swords is someone running away from their responsibility. So it's possible that people in Belgium just don't really want to see eye to eye what's really happening. It's very possible that the puppets in charge are trying to get away with things, don't want to bring up things, but ultimately all these old pains will come up. You won't be able to suppress this. And I think the people of Belgium are way stronger than they think they are, and in a way better position than they think they are. So ultimately they, can find their way in this. But for the future of Belgium right now, it's still looking, people trying to get away with their responsibility, not reacting to things, the old pain, the Nine of Wands, so someone with a head wound, and someone sneaking off with a lot of swords. That's still the energy in Belgium. So they're still trying to get away, but especially with the Knight of Wands, I don't think anyone is going to get away, but it will seem that way. It's about the picture that's being painted. It's about what people see and how they experience things, but there's more going on. But everything is kind of standing still right now. That's the central energy for Belgium. And this is really, they are stronger than they think, and they are in a way better position than they think. So it's important to realize that. So that's the energy for Belgium. And I also wanted to take a look at Germany. I'm just going to take away some of the cards because it's so many cards. This one was not for Germany. This one was, let's see, I had a similar card. So then I use my small cards to so I can later take the larger card and put it in its place. So this is Germany. We have the Four of Cups. This is the influence more, well, this is the influence on the central card. I have two influences, one card above the central card and one under the central card. We have the central card, which is the Seven of Pentacles. So that's patience. We have in the past the Eight of Pentacles. Underneath, also an influence on the central card, is the Magician. So underneath the Seven of Pentacles. And for the future we have the Empress and the Three of Swords. Very interesting. So patience is needed in Germany, but a lot of people in Germany are completely fed up with what they've been given. This cup, they don't accept it anymore. And I do believe a lot of changes have already happened in Germany, that most of it has already been taken over by the Whitehead. That's the feeling I'm getting by the Whiteheads. A lot of things are coming out also about the Stings, more than in the Dutch media or in the Belgian media. So that's interesting to see. We have the Seven of Pentacles about patience. So it's kind of building up. People don't want to follow along anymore. They're moving away from the narrative, the general narrative, but it takes time. But more and more people are stepping into their own power. The Magician, not wanting to give away their power anymore, refusing to follow the line anymore. I think that's a very good development. So more and more people are stepping into their power, and that ultimately will change what's going to happen in the government and of course politically speaking in Germany. But it takes time. Patience is needed. So it's not that you can see it right away, but it's happening in the background. More and more people are speaking out. That's the feeling I'm getting in Germany. But it still takes time to take shape and for people to fully step into their power. But it's a beautiful development going on in Germany. Now we have for the future the Three of Hearts. You don't see any drops coming out. So this is really very old pain. And the Empress, which to me signifies the sacred feminine energy that's been suppressed for so long. The dark energies focused on the darker side of the masculine energy, because there's nothing wrong with masculine energy. There's nothing wrong with feminine energy. But they've taken it, twisted it, manipulated like they do with everything. They always manipulate, twist and turn things, and they focused on mostly those you know, more toxic male traits. It's just how you view things, of course. But they've suppressed all the feminine energy. They suppressed females for a very long time. Feelings, emotions were not important. Intellect, you know, cold facts, so to speak. No connection to what's happening around you. It's very... They focused on that. That's how they view things. That's why they're working towards this transhumanism agenda, because they all want people, well, completely merged with technology so they can completely take them over. It's a very cold, calculated way of looking at humans, seeing them pretty much like they are, well, in a way, animals. And of course, depends on how you treat animals. But these people treat other humans, I'm not even sure you can call them humans, but they see humanity as something awful, something they can use. So these are not the people you want near animals. But this is what's happening. So there's a change happening with the feminine energy coming in. Old pains coming out. We will have to balance that. We will have to work with that. That's something also in Germany, a lot of with the history, things happening. People just following along. That's changing, luckily. But it's very important that it takes time and that this feminine energy is coming in. So there's more connection, feeling of connecting with each other, connecting with yourself, and not just following along someone outside of yourself. So this is the energy I get from Germany. It will take some time, but change is already happening. And this beautiful female energy is coming in, which, you know, when higher energy comes in, things get triggered inside. If there are still some things inside of your, you know, your shadow, I call it shadow work, that will be triggered, and it will depend on the person or the human being, I call them human being, to deal with that. If they are open to deal with that. Some people will, some people won't, some people won't have the consciousness to already deal with it. We all have our soul contracts and our own paths to follow, but it's going to be very interesting. This is going to come up very strongly in Germany. So this is what I got for the energy of Germany. I hope to see you in another video. Bye.